Hello?
Mr. Douglas, my name is Detective Gus Corduroy. I'm investigating a murder.
Murder, you say?
Yes. A woman was murdered not too long ago. I have a few questions for you. Mind if I come in?
Why can't you just ask him here?
Mr. Douglas, cut the crap. I know who you are.
Come on in.
I truly didn't expect to get this far. It was true. I had little to no evidence against Mr. Douglas, but he was a prime suspect. He was exactly the type of person to commit such a crime. After all, he was romantically involved with a victim. Short of DNA evidence, which hasn't been invented yet, I couldn't be more sure.
I truly didn't expect anyone to get this far. It's not like they can test my DNA or anything. I had to talk with him to see how much he knew.
So, Mr. Douglas, a few questions for you. Like I said,
Go ahead.
what's your relationship with Abigail Smith?
Well, not something we share, but me and her might have had an on again, off again sort of relationship, you know?
And your relationship with her husband?
Well, of course he didn't know. We just worked together.
Mr. Douglas, I'm going to cut to the chase. I believe you are a prime suspect for the murder of Abigail Smith and the disappearance of her husband on the following night, July 28th.
Now, I know how this may seem, but I wouldn't be the one to murder her or disappear her husband. Why would I do that?
Well, affairs, they're a dirty business. Maybe the husband found out. Abigail got mad at you. You had a couple drinks. Got angry at her. One emotion led to another. She was murdered.
No, that's not what happened.
Can you give me an alibi on the night of July 27th?
Well, of course. Standard routine. Out for a drink at Eli's Tavern. You know, I had a drink or two, took a cab home, crashed on the couch. Nothing too interesting.
You think the cab driver might have recognized you?
Out of the many faces they saw that night, probably not.
Any fellow patrons of the bar you talked to?
It was a busy night. I like to keep to myself, okay? And so, probably not.
Perhaps maybe the bartender?
Like I said, busy night. Probably, maybe saw my face, maybe not.
Maybe
Might
we,
not know.
Maybe we can catch his shift. Mind if I give him a call? Confirm this alibi.
Sure, go ahead.
Hi, this is Detective Gus Corduroy. I have a question about the whereabouts of Mr. Alec Douglas on the night of the July 27th. Alright, you know, that's the only question I needed from you. Thank you. Have a great night, alright? Mr. Eli didn't know he didn't see you.
He must have been mistaken.
He also mentioned it was a fairly slow night. Mr. Douglas, please step outside with me.
Okay. You go on ahead. I'll take care of your drinks.
Alright.
I wasn't really sure why he wanted to go outside, but it was clear he knew too much. I didn't want to hurt anybody else. However, I was going to throw my life away for a misunderstanding. It's a good thing he definitely didn't know I had a gun.
I definitely knew he had a gun, and I went outside because I was hot. Why don't you try wearing a corduroy suit in July? I wasn't afraid of Mr. Douglas. After all, he used the verb disappear transitively. It was my understanding that this wasn't murder of second degree, only a rash decision and a slippery slope of cover-ups. Mr. Douglas, you're not going to be needing that gun.
Why wouldn't I?
It's been a long night, friend. Emotions are high. It's all right,
I've already used it once.
but you won't use it again.
Why wouldn't I?
Emotions are a fickle beast. You can't pull that trigger, as much as you might want to.
Why can't I?
You didn't mean to kill Abigail. Or her husband. There's no intent behind this, just an anger at the moment.
What? I would have been fired. The affair would have gotten out. People would have known everything. My name ruined. Do you want that?
Alec, you're not gonna get away with this.
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith, is this man who murdered your wife?
Yes, it is.
Alec Douglas, you're under arrest. I'll get you an ambulance, Mr. Smith. I can see how those newspapers would portray me as a hero, but really, if it weren't for Mr. Douglas's paranoia, the convenient rival of Mr. Smith, those karate classes I can finally convince my wife were worth $30, the strangely minuscule telecommunications device given me by that science fiction enthusiast dressed in tinfoil who warned me about the danger of asbestos on the way here, and a preposterous amount of luck, I would not have solved this case until DNA evidence was invented. Yeah, you could call me a hero, but I'd like to think anyone dressed in a suit from the future would have done the same thing.
Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze.